Hey guys, tonight we are in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We're right here on the Parkway. Directly behind us is the Inn on the River. This is a place we have never stayed at before. We're gonna stay here for 3 nights and we're gonna take you around and show you everything they have to offer. That way, if you're in this area, you can make a decision whether you wanna stay here or not. So are you ready, Bobby?
I'm ready.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll.
On Tripadvisor, they are ranked number 5 as one of the best value hotels in Pigeon Forge.
And they won first place in the Best of Pigeon Forge for 2024. To find the Inn on the River, it sits right next to Puckett's here on the Parkway. There's the Christmas Inn, Mellow Mushroom across the street, Magic Quest. There's the Inn. It's close to a lot of places to eat, attractions, and the incredible Christmas place you can just walk to if you want to do some shopping. There's a front of the inn where you can pull up, unload your luggage, and the parking lot. If you own an electric vehicle, they have charging stations here also. Looks like around 2 spots. I like the front of the building. It looks different. If you look at the rest of it, this was a Hampton Inn at one time. Probably around 85 or 86. If you can't find any parking here in the front and on the sides, there's a ton of it in the back. And I will show you that later. Another thing in front of the doors that you go into the inn with, there's plenty of ADA parking spaces. When you first come in, this is your lobby area. Beautiful fireplace, you'll be able to get free popcorn. And over there is where you will check in. The gentleman behind the desk is very friendly. Right next to the front desk, in case you forget something, they have you covered. Some snacks, different drinks, deodorants, ice cream, stuff for the microwave, and more snacks. They even have a hairbrush in case somebody forgets something. And in case you get a headache, got you covered on that. Also in the main lobby, they have a 24-hour business center, a large breakfast area. And it also has a outside. We'll go look at that here in just a minute. Looks like you're gonna have a lot of stuff down here. And there are 24 hours on the drinks. There's some coffee, hot chocolate. These drinks are only available during breakfast and popcorn time, which is 7 to 10. Right now, you can get one of these drinks. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with some Country Time lemonade here in just a second. This is very nice. This is part of the breakfast area. Play some chess. Don't even know how to play chess. But if I did, this would be a good place to play. Tic-tac-toe, more chess, and checkers. You up for a beating in checkers tonight, Bobby?
I think it'll be you that gets the beating.
All right, we'll have to find out.
I'm pretty good at checkers.
Looks like they can open up these doors, get some fresh air in. We have all these places to sit and have breakfast. Outside the breakfast area, they have a fire pit. Got several things to look at. Look at the cars going by. You can see the wheel from here, or you can just watch the river. This would be a great place to sit at night. Quite a few seats, but I bet you it's still hard to get one. Not sure if we'll make it out or not, but if we do, We'll show it to you at nighttime. And this looks like this might be the smoking area. Yep, right there. Harpoon Harry's. Let us know in the comments if anybody has eaten there. That's another place we have never tried down here. I've heard mixed reviews from that place. Now next to the fire pit, they have this walkway, goes down by the river. Pick up some duck food and fish food for $1. Come down here and feed the ducks and fish. Don't see many ducks out today. Right there. You just walk right along here. Here's a look at the side of the inn. The side facing the river has balconies, the other side doesn't. And it is windy out here. Let's take a look at our room. We are on the ground floor. They told us to come in the 3rd door. Check out this key. Have to have a guest key to enter. Let's see, it worked. There it is. This place does have elevators, but you also go up the stairs if you want to. Right through this door, have the ice machine. And you can bring your luggage in. It's like the elevators down that way, the pool, lobby, and meeting room. We'll go check that out a little later. We are in room 130. I like that there's no carpet. Makes it easier to clean. All right, there's our room. Look at this. Two queens. We're staying here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in March, and we're paying about $120 a night. Let's get to looking at the room.
Smells really clean when you first walk in. I like that there's no carpeting. I think this is an easier cleanup. One thing I noticed is it's a little dark in that corner back there. Wish they had a light there. I know you could keep that door open during the day.
It does need some light. I don't know if you could put a light up there, but it is dark.
The light's really bright in the bathroom. I like that.
Sticks out. The hotel is a little older, but I saw that they renovated these rooms a few years back, and you can tell.
You have some shampoo, conditioner, and cream, and some soap. You have a full-length mirror on the door, and your hairdryer on the wall.
Plenty of extra towels. Show you the mirror, and you're going to see me in this mirror also. Turn this way. That is a nice shower. Look how clean that is. I also like the flooring in the bathroom. Kind of looks like what we have at our house. Again, this is 2 queen beds. That's how you control the heat. Looks like you have a picture of some trees.
I like the white sheets and pillowcases. You can see how clean it is. It feels firm.
Supposed to be premium bedding. That's what it says on the web page. Here's your alarm clock. Look at all those outlets. for USB and plug stuff in.
You have plenty of storage space.
That's big. That's not cheap. Something that size. Flat screen TV. Check out the microwave, Bobby. Looks very clean in there. There's your coffee machine, refrigerator, pretty decent size. I was looking at this Bible. Welcome to the Inn on the River. As a guest, we hope you will find peace and rest while under our roof. The following prayer from ancient times, the stranger within our gates, best relates our sincere thoughts. That's something you don't see in every hotel anymore. 8 dresser drawers. Let's go to this side. We're gonna iron up top, ironing board, luggage rack. Who's gonna iron on a trip? Maybe some people do. Not something we have ever done. Man, that's a lot of space in there. I would hate to take this piece of furniture out. This probably weighs a ton. Look at that artwork, it's pretty. There's your air conditioning unit, which is controlled from the wall. When we booked a room, we wanted a riverside. The other side does not have this view. They have balconies. We just walk straight out to the river. Let's go take a look at it.
This is a nice feature, an extra lock. Besides these two, especially if you have small children, they can't get out by the water.
We're greeted by some friends out here. All right, here's what we are seeing. That's Harpoon Harry's over there. Love the flag that they have. There's 3 floors above us, so this has 4 stories. We'll walkway this way. Let's take a look. If we go this way, I'm gonna walk right into the pool. We'll go in later and see that. Just do it now. I don't know if there's anybody out here. We don't like showing people swimming. Yeah, there's nobody out here. Good time to show it. Looks like it's 4.5 feet deep. This is March, so the temperature is probably not the best. But it's a warm day today. It's like 80-some degrees. But the main thing is this view you get. There's the wheel. I probably want to be a little higher, but at least if you're down low, you don't have to worry about riding the elevator. Here are the hours for the outdoor pool. Swim at your own risk, no lifeguard. I've only ever seen a couple hotels that had a lifeguard on duty. There's the rules. We'll let you know what we think about this room after we stay in it for 3 nights.
Now it does look brighter since we have the door open.
Very bright, but when the door's shut, and even with the curtains kind of open, it's still dark. I do think they need one more light in here. But love the floor. Beds feel great. Bathroom, happy with it so far. I have 2 chairs out here. Let's take a look at our view. I'm sitting. Great view, guys. If you come here, I highly recommend getting the side of the river. Makes a big difference. Otherwise, you're just basically looking at the parking lot. There wasn't a big difference in price. Now let's take a look at the back. And there's a big parking area back here. A small walkway. Use walk at your own risk. Bread kills waterfowl. Please use provided feeders. So you have a picnic table that you can use right next to the water and a grill. I'll come back here and give you a better angle of the parking lot. There we go. Beautiful day. I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. I think there's around 128 rooms in this. I'll try to remember to ask though. Directly in front of the hotel, in front of these beautiful flowers, you can tell spring is close. They have a trolley stop. So just walk out of the front of the hotel and wait for the trolley if you don't want to drive around Pigeon Forge. This hotel is non-smoking, but they have some areas. Here's one, right next to the main entrance. And you can smoke outside. Just cannot smoke inside. I don't think you can smoke on your balcony. Popcorn served nightly, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And they're using canola oil. That's flavored with butter, and it's a little healthier. There's gonna be plenty of popcorn for all the people that are staying here to eat. I didn't see this. There are some chocolate chip cookies up here by the front desk. Might have to get Bobby and I one of those. Down the hallway from the lobby, there's another ice machine. Guest laundry is on the second floor. Let's go see it. We have that picture in our living room. Couple chairs in here. TV. Looks like 2 washing machines and 3 dryers. Pay with your phone. Tide and Snuggle available. Pretty good sized room. Almost forgot about this. Pets are not permitted in the hotel. Service animals are permitted. This is a non-smoking hotel. You have to smoke outside where we showed you earlier. Keep walking down the hallway. There's something you have to pick up. Make sure to get those because there's a lot of money-saving coupons in them. They also have an indoor pool. There are people in there right now. We will come back and show that later. There are the elevators. I think there are 2 of them in here. There's also a meeting room in here. When you check in at the front desk, they give you this booklet with some info about the hotel. As we offer housekeeping service on every other day. I think you can request more if you want it. $15 off per room per night on your next stay. Some coupons, but look at this coupon. That's a free admission to Skyland Ranch. Puckett's is right next door. If you buy something, you get a free homemade cobbler. That coupon's worth some money. So basically, if there's 2 of you, it'd be like buy one, get one free. Don't forget about looking at that booklet when you check in. A lot of times you get these, you don't even look at what's inside them. Since we were talking about how they clean the rooms, this was right next to the TV. They do a light touch clean. Every 3rd day they do a full clean. Talks about the towels and recycling. But it says, if you would like your bed linens changed sooner, please let us know. This hotel has 2 elevators. If you're staying in those rooms, you have to ride elevator 1, and let me show you why. All right, as we go down this hallway, you can see there's a wall down there at the end. Behind that wall is the pool. It's 2 buildings connected. That's why you have to ride 2 separate elevators. Now let me show you where the other elevator is at. All right, here's the pool, and here is the other elevator for all of these rooms. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Kind of see down through there? 2 buildings connected by the pool in the center. That's why you need 2 elevators. So if you're staying in room 220 and you get on the elevator clear at the end of that hall, you're not going to get to it. Have to get on this one. Just thought I would show that to you guys. Here's a look at the indoor pool. Goes up to 4.5 feet. It is heated. Plenty of places to sit down. Have Connect 4 in that corner over there. And a jacuzzi in this side. So have a choice of an indoor pool and an outdoor pool, but the outdoor pool is not heated. Let's take a look at the breakfast buffet. We have showed you this before, but we'll show it this morning. Some coffee, hot chocolate, French vanilla cappuccino, apple cider, and drinks. There's your orange juice. I have sweet tea and water. Gluten-free options are available. Yesterday they had French toast. Today they have eggs, country gravy, danishes, potatoes, biscuits, scrambled eggs, sausage links and patties, yogurt, fruit cocktail, and cheese for your grits. Oatmeal, grits, an assortment of toppings for your oatmeal, bread, bagels, muffins, condiments, bananas and apples, 4 different kinds of cereals, waffle batter, and when you make your waffle, you can put a bear in the center of it since you are in the Smokies, and milk. We're getting ready to leave the Inn on the River here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, right on the Parkway. What did you think about your stay?
I would stay here again. Our room was clean, the bed was comfortable, good water pressure in the shower. They have an indoor, outdoor pool, and the indoor pool is heated. So that's a plus, especially if it's cold outside or rainy. They have a fire pit. Every night at 7 p.m. you can get free fresh popcorn and soda. It's a great location. Walking distance to one of my favorite stores, the Incredible Christmas Place.
Not only the Christmas Place, there's a lot of places to eat nearby. You have the Mellow Mushroom across the street of the Blue Moose, right up from that. Puckett's is next door. Activities around here, Magic Quest is across the street. The breakfast is pretty good size, guys. I mean, there's eggs out there, sausage. Some days they have French toast, grits, waffle maker. We showed it to you. That's a pretty good lineup for a hotel. That's a good deal if you want to save some money. That way you don't have to buy breakfast for everybody and save that money for activities. And it's a large area where you can eat breakfast. You can eat in that lobby area with the fireplaces, or there's a room right next to the breakfast area that they can open up in the summertime when it's warm and you can listen to the water, eat out there. And also in that same room you can play chess, checkers, or tic-tac-toe, and they have a few large screen TVs in there. Then when you exit that room, you come out to the fire pit. They have a walkway that comes down by the water where you can pick up some fish and duck food for $1 and just walk along the water. Or you can come out here to where we're at right now and sit at this picnic table, and you have a grill directly beside it if you want to do that. Friendly staff, We paid $120 a night, and that's in March, and that includes a Friday night. Can't really give you all the different prices because they change because there's so many events down here in Pigeon Forge. Just make sure to check the website. This is a older hotel. It was a Hampton Inn at one time. They've renovated it. It's pretty nice, and it's definitely clean. I would 100% stay here again. So I think it's worth a look. Just check the prices. We used booking.com and saved some money coming here. So always check around to see where you can get the best price.
And if you want to get in the hotel at any of the side doors, you have to have your key to get in.
Bobby's all about safety, because we've stayed at places where you can just walk in a side door and you have to use the key to get into the pool. So that's kind of nice. People just can't walk up and walk into the pool also.
And kids can't get in the pool without an adult.
Never thought of that.
So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah, so until we meet again,
J&B
have left the building. I think these guys are waiting for me to pull out a quarter. I don't have any.